1723. This is where the sequence of numbers, my lord, are not here, because on mine, on the one that now, as I said, my lord, others were removed. There's a last page of 175. I do not have 74 going downwards. There's only one page of 175. So the chronology of this part, it is not clear. But if you go further, where now it refers to the identikit, which he says is marked A194, that is also in order, because if you go to volume 3, you will find that A194 indeed it refers to identikit of the two intruders. So the only mix-up, so to say, my lord, is in relation to the paragraph of, or is containing these four photos, 17, 170, 17, and 23, and it's not in line, as I said, my lord. Some of the pages, and I suppose is during maybe the consultation or exhibits being submitted, they are not in a proper sequence, my lord.
Engikushoyo ukuthi lana ke ngkwale statement engisibhekileke la ku paragraph 21 uyakhuluma ke la khona ke uConstable Zungu ukhuluma ngaye ke umsolo wesithathu uyasho ke futhi ukuthi kukhona ke ku la kubhalwe A94 kodwa ubhekade uthi kufanele ukuthi kube A194 abese yasho ke ithombe lapha yana u10 no17 bheka uye uthi ngempela ke lapho ziyahambelana ke nale album leso 10 no17 aqhubeke ke athi ku page 17 ulapho ume lapho ke kanye naye unkani Sifiso Ntuli lokho ke futhi kuyatholakala ke la u-photo 22 no24 u31 no34 u36 46 no48 uthi ke la eseqala khona ke ukuthi manje izinto ke zibe nokudidana ke ila athi khona ke ku section A u volume 4 umthokoziseni maphisa ukhona ke lapho ithombe u7 u170 u17 kanye no23 uthi ke lapho ke zona ayihlanganike lezi nezithombe noma ke ialbum le yena ke anayo aphinde futhi akhulumeke ngaye A154 ngokwalana ila akhuluma khona ke ngomdwebo noma ke i-identity kit.
So section A194 volume 4, it's volume 4 of the docket.
Yes, and if you read it, my lord, it's a statement of Sergeant Mabaso where he refers specifically, that is the downloading under Cleveland case 96 of 2015, and he refers to what he downloaded. So that is the original downloads, but then he attached the photo album. So that is what is marked A194, and that's what I would have interacted with Constable Zungu in relation with, because that's the download, my lord, that would have had in the docket.
Section A194, volume 4 of the docket is what was disclosed to us. It contains of photos from photo 3 to photo 49 of exhibit S of the record. So there is sequence in the numbering of the photos.
No, not on what I have, my lord.
I'm having, yes.
No, there's no sequence. In what I have, my lord, I don't have the sequence of the numbering, and that is why now I need to correlate the two, my lord.
Maybe we can request my colleagues to beam exhibit S of the record so that we can see the sequence of the numbering of exhibit S.
Well done, Nxumalo. And he says, beam it, okay? Beam it, Badloi and Dr. Subanda, because Brigadier Gininda is speaking at 650 kilometers an hour, speaking so fast, thinking he can convince the record and the court, that is, that the sequence of the photos is not chronological. So never mind what number that Zungunizer said and made a mistake with the identification. However, Nxumalo says, don't worry about it. Baloyi, beam it. Beam exhibit S. And that is where we don't hear a single word from Gininda. Let's continue listening on.
Sorry, Papadia.
Yes,
you can just look at the screen then. Maybe, sorry, Dr. Sibanda, can you go to the first page? Page 1 of exhibit S. Where is yours, Peter? I mean, the one that you say it is. I mean, so that we can both of us look there and have mine and have yours.
Yeah, but mine, like I'm saying, it's not in a sequence. It's only accurate insofar as accused 3 is concerned and the identity. When it comes to accused number 4, your client, it is not in a proper sequence. So we'll find the same thing, because that's what I have. It's here. When it comes to accused 4, insofar as photo number 7, photo number 70, that refer, even photo 23, it's not in the sequence. So all the numbers that are in relation to accused 4 are not in line with this. All of them, not only page 7, insofar as this is concerned.
So that is page 1. The page that is depicted there, it's page 1 of exhibit S.
Yes, because for example, in what I have, my lord, that's why I said I need time to correlate it. Page 23, which Zungu identifies as one of the photos of accused number 3. It depicts accused 3 with Mabungu, one of the relative of accused number 1. This is what I'm talking about. That is not only one photo. So that's why I'm saying there's a mix-up, because I'm saying in what I have, and because I would have worked with what was contained in the docket. So that's why I said, one, we need more time, my lord, so that we actually give a proper explanation, even if it means, my lord, we do the extra download of the video, of the disc, because the disc is still available and it's original, then we can then refer to it. Because what I have, for example, here is it, page 23.
Page 23, it's accused number 3 in Mabongo.
Yeah, but here it says accused 4. Yes. And that is why I said, my lord, accused 4, it's common cause that the matter was publicized on TV. The accused appeared from the 27th of October 2020. Anyone in the public would have known who are these accused. Particularly, Constable Zungu knows them as his homeland. So there could not be a reason he will miss all the numbers and identify the wrong person, my lord. Also, sorry, man, sorry, interject. There's also photo 170, which is not appearing on the exhibit that I have, my lord. I don't have something that goes up to 170.
So when can you bring this information? Because
I make a suggestion. Why don't we give the brigadier time for him to arrange the photos in the way he says Zungu was identifying them.
It's correct, my lord.
That's what we are saying.
That's what I'm saying,
Zungu
my lord. I'm
was
asking for that.
identifying these photos from this affidavit.
Indeed, my lord. That's what I'm asking for, my
Yeah.
lord. So that we can find the proper sequence
so
and then
we have something consistent with the affidavit of Zungu, because according to the brigadier, there's a mix-up. After the mix-up comes because you guys were taking out the photos.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, my lord. And if there is any mistake, my lord, I can also take it further that if for some reason, because Constable Zungu testified in court, my thinking is that if there's any mistake, for example, in terms of the numbering of these photos, if he was led about the sequence of the photos, I'm sure, my lord, he would have rectified it. So the record will speak for itself. So one will have to look at the photos and then in trying to assist the court and look at the record as to what did Constable Zungu says if he was taken through the album, because then he must have been taken through the photos. And if he goes to the photos, he will indicate what he sees on the photo. In the event, my lord, there's a maybe a mistake with the numbering contained in the statement. I think we'll find it also.
Yeah, so when can we do that exercise? It's normal. We can continue with the court examination and then we can arrange with the court and everybody else that the brigadier should rearrange, as he says, the sequence of the photos. Is that okay?
yes, it's okay. So when can you do that exercise?
Yeah.
As a court, please, we understand the suggestion by my learned friend in the court, but Constable Zungu has testified. His
Yeah.
evidence is on record. We've been checking his evidence during the adjournment. He refers to the photos where he identifies accused number 4 on the photos. Why should we now reinvent the wheel, go back to his affidavit when he has already testified? I think what my learned friend, without prescribing to him what he needs to do, go through his evidence, compare it with the photos that he identifies in his evidence compared to Exhibit S. That's how it should be. If, as Brigadier Gininda says, if there was any inconsistency, they would have confronted him with his testimony. Now, Brigadier Gininda is expected now to try and explain his evidence. We submit, my lord, that with the greatest of respect, that the best way will be to go through his evidence, compare his evidence with the photos, and check what his explanation was if he was confronted with any inconsistencies, and that should, in our view, my lord, solve the problem.
You know how the saying goes, there's a first time for everything? There certainly is, because how am I going to say this? I'm even struggling to say this. Let me try this one more time. I agree with Baloyi's objection. Why? Because Constable Zungu has already testified. How can my lord say the brigadier must be given time to reorganize his paperwork to suit Constable Zungu's statement? Where in the Mzansi Unfiltered have you ever heard of that? My lord, you are out of line. Out of line, my lord, because you are suggesting the witness must match his paperwork to the statement. The witness, the lead investigator, must learn to keep his paperwork in order to avoid confusing the record. He, of all people, and as an LLB student, must know the importance of this, because Advocate Nxumalo has his paperwork in order and is ready to beam it. But the court stopped that process because it was going to clear the 5 accused. That is the main reason why my lord jumped into the arena. But you know what? Let me hear from you, your thoughts. What do you think about what just transpired? And to Brigadier Gininda, hiding behind a finger, to say the 5 accused are publicly known. Zungu would never make such a mistake. Sir, just because they were publicly known doesn't mean Zungu can't make a mistake. Doesn't mean Zungu isn't fabricating enganegwane, because you have been telling us over and over again you do not want to answer for Zungu. Why are you answering for him right now? This is an incredible. I wanted this exercise to continue so that Zungu's lies are pointed out loud and clear on the record. But my Lord said, nope, give him time. Let me know your thoughts. Let's continue listening on and hear how this debacle ends.
Yeah, Nxumalo, what do you suggest?
My Lord, I do have the record of Zungu. I think I'll have to go through the evidence. I do have the records of Zungu. I think I have to go through the cross-examination, my cross-examination
Yeah, fine.
to Constable Zungu
You
and
have to
see
do
what
it
he
now, no
says.
problem. You have to do it now.
No, yes, I want to do it now.
Yeah, fine. Continue, because according to the state, the record is clear. It speaks for itself. That record, Mr. Baloyi, on what date was Zungu?
Yeah, for instance, on the 7th of September,
The record of the 7th of September,
yeah, 7th September 2023 at page 14.
2023.
Yes, 7th September
Zungu's
2023.
evidence starts from page 23.
Yeah, no, this is where he identifies.
Yeah, fine. But
On page 14,
Page 14.
yeah, he identifies photo 21 of Exhibit S as the one depicting accused number 4. And he carries on.
Yeah, Mr. Nxumalo, you can continue. Because they say the photos were identified, and that is on record. So you can cross-examine using whatever means you think.
It tells me on the 2nd of October 2023, Advocate Nxumalo deals with or cross-examines Constable Zungu on the photos.
On the very photos.
Yes, Exhibit S.
Yes, continue, Mr. Nxumalo. The allegation that Zungu at one stage couldn't identify the photos properly. Is that been put to you?
No, it has not been put to me, my Lord.
But I see your contention is the whole of South Africa on the 27th of October 2019, is it?
2020, my Lord.
2020.
Yes.
They saw the accused on video, TV.
On TV, my Lord, and it's been like that all the way. That is
Ever since?
Ever since, my Lord. That is why we opted for the option of the album. If they were not publicized and they did not appear in court, one would have then wanted to do a formal identification parade because he said he knew them. So doing an ID parade of accused that have appeared in court would have been really a fruitless exercise, my Lord.
But my Lord, I'll come back to this aspect.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
We can inform this court that upon your assessment of the docket, there are certain facts that inform you that they were intruders. Is that correct?
That is correct, my Lord.
From the record of the 17th of October 2014, you mentioned about 4 factors that inform you that they were intruders.
The date
The
is
record of the 17th of October
The year?
2024.
Yes, I'm listening, my Lord.
It reads as follows. The record of the 17th of October 2024. Page 19, line 10. Mr. Gininda, that is you, Brigadier. You were responding to a question by my learned colleague, Advocate Baloyi. So one of the things that I looked at, my Lord, obviously, when I looked at the docket was to establish that according to the preliminary statement which the defense has, there was a report that one of the cell phones belonging to Ms. Kelly Nxumalo was robbed. That was one of the allegations that was said there, close quotation. Do you confirm the record, Mr. Day?
Yes, I do confirm, my lord.
Woo! There I was thinking Advocate Nxumalo was going to cross-examine from the bar, and no, we cannot cross-examine from the bar. And I'm glad he said he was going to proceed with the line of questioning with regards to Exhibit S later. What he should have done, in my opinion, he should have requested an adjournment to go through that, because that was, in quotation, an ambush, okay? An ambush by the court, and the court kept insisting he continue because this had already been done. It was already on the record, and there was no dispute when Zungu went through his cross-examination with Nxumalo. So Nxumalo was under a lot of pressure. You could see him flipping through the pages, but thankfully he did not proceed from the bar. That is it from me today. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I absolutely love it when you do. Actually, I absolutely love it when you do. This is 2025. We are reviewing the record. Somebody said, I thought this was something new. How can it be new when we have all been on Christmas break, including the court, including my lord, including everybody? But good news, they return briefly on the 8th to review the testimony, to review the legal representation of Mzansi Unfiltered. Everybody's coming to court. We are going to see them face to face, well, virtually that is, and see how they've been doing, how they've been coping. Hopefully all has been well, especially with accused number 3, who was or is in solitary confinement. It's not exactly clear if he has been actually moved out of solitary confinement. We know that Ufitsaguhle Ntuli was denied his request to be removed from solitary confinement, so he is still there inside Pagati. But you know what? That is it from me today. Thanks so much for watching. If you're watching from outside the club, please remember, this is your great opportunity in 2025 to start the year right. Start the year right. Take decisions. Make choices. Choose Mzansi Unfiltered and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on my next upload.